Welcome to the CaveCast, sucker!
Welcome back to the CaveCast. It's episode 48. It is June 7th. Yes. It's like feels like summertime. It's hot as shit outside.
It's so hot right now.
Got the air conditioner plugged into the bedroom today.
We are a cool 30 degrees cooler than the rest of the house.
Unfortunately, that's not going to last long. Because me and Munkus exude a lot of body heat.
Yes, we do.
And we breathe heavy.
That's why we don't have video.
Yeah, we
Kids
breathe
can't
so
watch.
heavy, and that's why we have 3 different pop filters on these microphones is because of the heavy breathing. I'm Ad Meyer, and he's Monk. It's another Rain Gods episode because Jerry, who wanted
Jimmy Johnson,
he wanted for weeks to come in and represent his favorite NASCAR driver and be here on episode 48.
Jimmy Johnson.
2 dick names. Well, let me read you the text message I got from him last night at 11 o'clock. And actually, I'll just go off of memory because it's fairly short.
It is.
11 o'clock last night, I'm laying in bed watching some videos or something. And I get a text message from Jerry that just says, "I love you." It's not like a love you, buddy, or a hey, bro, just want to say I love you. It just was, I love you, period. And don't get me wrong. I got a lot of love for my brothers. I do. But that was I was like, you know?
I read it, and the first thought that went through my head here was like, where is this going? Not that I have a problem, but.
So I love you. And then, I did the bro thing, and I said, I love you too, brother, I didn't say I love you, period. And then
I love you too. And
then I get back, for real, Dan, they just don't understand what we have. Like it's us against the world. And then so I realize immediately, oh, Jerry's not gonna show up tomorrow because he's trashed right now. I never get I love you with a period after it at 1 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah. So that's Jerry's all banged up today. Couldn't make it in again.
You got the inner body problems going on.
Oh, I do need to turn you up.
Alcohol does.
Give me some speech development.
Speech development.
Check 1. Okay, yes.
Yes.
We're good. Sorry, folks.
That was my best half-assed Arnold.
So I guess what I wanted to say was there's still an open call because not a lot of you decided you wanted to be dancers on the music video. In fact, 0 of you.
Yes.
Not as wide-ranging as a podcast as I thought it was. But hey, quit being pussies. I know some of you heard it and were like, yeah, I don't want it because you've got the dance moves I need. If you think you can't dance, you got the dance moves that I want.
Perfect moves.
And we want you to help us bring this to fruition. Not fucking going out for a Kickstarter or anything. I just need a couple of people, a couple hours of your time. That's all, And then you'll be immortalized on YouTube and on the website.
You'll never disappear.
Yeah.
You will last forever.
Do you want to be immortal? Quit looking for the fountain of youth. Quit. How else do you get immortal? I'm not.
You find a genie. You can wish it.
Ooh,
but
I feel like you got to be careful with those wishes though, because genies are always like, well, be careful. Be careful.
I might just put you on a brick wall and you can be a brick for
How
the
else
rest
can
of your
you be
life.
immortal? You can get the sorcerer's stone.
The ring. The one ring to rule them all.
They don't make you immortal, but they do lengthen your life.
Longevity.
Fucking nerds.
Really, demon. You can become a demon. I think that'll make you immortal.
What on Doctor Who did you?
It wasn't Doctor Who. It was Supernatural. And you have to find a crossroads demon, and you make a deal with them. You have to summon them though.
Oh, like Robert Johnson did. He went down to the crossroads and met the devil, sold his soul for fucking sweet blues licks. And yeah. Okay. Well, I wanted to start this CaveCast off with a bang, so we're going to go to a video right now of quite possibly my favorite thing ever in the universe. Right? Ever in the universe?
It's awesome. Okay. This is straight awesome.
This was after a win over Matt Mitrione last night in the UFC card that was last night. This is Big Ben Rothwell.
Ben Rothwell, everybody.
Let's get right to the finish, man. How did he get it done? Pretty special way to end that fight here tonight.
That joke, let me tell you what that is. That's actions that speak louder than words. And the mixed martial arts you once knew, I am no more. I am something completely different. The only fight that matters to me now is the #1 contender spot. I will have the UFC title.
Certainly continue.
He's not done.
No, you're not done.
I know right now there is not a man in this planet that can stop me inside this octagon, and only politics can slow me. I don't have much left to say other than you have seen nothing yet.
Can I ask you about the fight, or do you want to go out of here? I'd like to ask you about the fight, the finish, and how things played out relative to your expectations coming in, if I could.
It happened the way it happened. I came in here expecting anything. As you can see, there's more to me than just striking. Yes, I have lots of knockouts, but I'll finish a fight anywhere it goes.
How soon did you know that the tap was going to come after you started on the choke?
It was pretty deep, so I knew it was going to come soon.
All right, we'll get back to Rothwell MMA. Enjoy this one. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen.
Sitting there flexing his chest muscles.
So
that's what's hilarious to me is you see him and you see his pop. That pop is popping.
Okay, so I just now realized how well this does not play just as audio. You have to watch the video.
Oh God!
So first, before we talk about this, look up Ben Rothwell post-fight speech.
You'll love it.
It'll be the first thing that pops up probably.
And you'll love it. You can't not love it.
But okay, so
right? Yeah.
So what you're missing out on when you're not seeing the video is he's staring off into the middle distance, breathing through his nose. His nostrils are just flaring.
He looks like an ogre.
He definitely looks like an ogre, and yeah, and
Bald
he's
ogre with a
twitching.
beard.
His body is twitching, and he's doing this. Now, here's where he fucked up. You say your piece, and you fucking walk out of the ring.
Yeah.
He let John Anik stop him and asked him about the fight. You just walk out. He kind of ruined it a little bit by answering that question.
Yeah.
You dropped the mic and fucking.
Well, that's what I was. But then he should have just let him walk off, like we were saying last night.
Yeah.
He should recognize what he just did.
A
and
sweet
just
ass
go like,
promo.
Fuck yeah, get him and let him go.
Peace,
That was
yeah.
awesome.
So you're right.
Maybe talk to
Anik
Mitrione.
fucked up too.
Yeah, but he definitely could, because Anik asked him.
What is all 140 pounds of John Anik gonna stop Ben Rothwell from walking out of the cage?
He's like, fuck, he could just
He's
be
lucky
like,
he didn't get eaten.
that time.
Yeah,
he was.
He looked hungry.
Yeah, he wanted to fight more.
Yeah. Well, the fight lasted only like a minute and something seconds or something.
And
like
up
that.
until that point,
Mitrione looked good.
he was fluid.
Man.
Bob and weaving.
We're not going to do a lot of UFC talk right now. We'll talk about this one just because of the post fight.
Yeah.
That was the one I told you earlier this week. Is the only fight I really was excited about watching. Mitrione came in looking crisp, looking clean, feeling dangerous, as he put it. And then he just goes for a double leg for some reason.
Stupid.
He goes for he throws a shot on him and tries to take him down and gets caught in a guillotine.
Right before
modified front choke, I guess.
whatever
is
that is. Yeah.
Bravo.
His freaking
Bravo.
big ogre muscles around
Yeah,
his
he
neck.
was, and watching it that third time, he's really bending the fuck out of Mitrione's
He was
neck
wrenching
too.
on him. Yeah.
That's a strong man.
say what right before Matreon, what do you call it?
Dove at his ankles.
Dove at his ankles. Yeah, I don't even know.
Right before Mitrione said, "Hey, did you want to grab my neck? Because here it is."
You
If you
said
wanted
he's
my
like
neck.
you gotta get your hands up, you know. And it was like he was almost he was thinking to do that. Like he was like gonna catch him off guard.
Yeah,
He's not thinking to do it, but when his body was doing something different than it had been.
Yeah, he he was getting loose. He tends to drop his hands. He gets
Okay.
real loose. He's a quick heavyweight and a real good striker, and so he was getting loose, but also Rothwell's, he's been known as a little bit of a wrestler before, and so there's a reason those guys that are super good strikers fight with their hands down, and it's not because they're cocky, it's because they don't want to get taken down. And if your hands are down there and you're quick enough to get them up or move your head, then you can be confident about keeping your hands low for takedown defense. But yeah, he dove in, gave him his neck, and that's that.
It's quick.
We would also
quick. There's a lot of quick.
We would also be remiss. Is that the word? I've never used it before, but I'm gonna go with it. We would be remiss if we didn't mention Old Man Hendo.
That was
44
awesome.
years young.
Just
I'm
listening to him
44
talk.
years young.
Listening to him talk's
Sure.
pretty cool. Like just because of how he just doesn't. He's almost an anti-hero. Like he's not a bad guy nor a good guy. He falls there right in the middle, and he doesn't have anything special. But he except for that right, he's
Right.
fucking strong. I like him. I like him more than I used to. The older he gets, the more I like him.
Yeah, there's he's not a lot of personality that you've seen really. He did buy Dan Cormier Popeye's chicken before their weigh-ins, before they fought.
That's funny.
Which that kind of backfired, I would say. But he's got a sense of humor, but he's just not really. And the my real main reason for not liking him all these years was because he knocked out Fedor.
Oh yeah,
and I didn't think it should have been stopped.
It wasn't his fault.
It's
that
nothing
happened.
against him. Yeah,
it was the fucking refs like that. Yeah, Fedor. Yeah, we said that last night too. And
Yeah.
we were saying that
you got that under the arm uppercut, man.
That early stoppage, right?
That thing is a pinpoint motherfucker. But yeah, that Fedor thing was early. I think should have let it go on. You could have had the makings of a fucking fantastic fight, and
that's what happens when you go to another.
Tarnish legacy.
Yeah, you do. Well, was it his strike force, right?
Yeah.
Like you go to another. Well, I guess Fedor wasn't with UFC, but still, the referees there aren't the best referees in the world, right? Or are they the same ones?
They go with most of the athletic commissions that the UFC use because they don't. UFC doesn't have their own
referees.
Officials. Yeah, they go with whatever athletic commission, California State.
They're
Nevada
not as
State.
big as NFL.
Nope, they're trying though. God damn it,
NFL.
Man, I don't know how they would ever do that when you got fighters that make $20,000 a fight and they fight 2-3 times a year.
I think
it's not much.
It's because of it not being a city, like how you have a stadium and everything for your team, your certain team. Like each fighter doesn't have his own
what you have
home fights, away fights.
What you have is NFL is full of a bunch of owners that are individual employers that have 52 employees under them, or 53 plus
all the personnel,
coaches and personnel. Yeah. And the UFC is basically like one NFL team because they have one owner and then a bunch of not free agent, but independent contractors.
Yeah.
They get 1092. Like they have to take care of paying their own taxes. It doesn't, you get paid their full shit, and that's why Nick Diaz was in that. I haven't paid taxes, I think, in 3 years. I might be going to prison. Nothing ever come of it. Somebody got him a good lawyer. But for a while there, it was just like,
he's like, fuck, I wasn't taking care of my shit.
Yeah.
And a lot of the times the fighters, they're no different than us. They're just regular dudes. They're not like they're famous. They're fucking fighters.
Right, yeah. Shane Carwin fought for the interim heavyweight title and was still working as some sort of a drafter, some kind of a smart guy job, and was training full time and
Look,
getting choked out by Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar. Does Carwin fight anymore?
No, he's retired. He had a lot of back issues, and he's just it's got to be hard on your body to be such a big man.
He came in and was knocking people out, wasn't he?
Oh yeah,
Yeah, he was knocking people out left and right.
He had hands the size of car batteries, and
You're like, no, really, there's a picture of him next to him, fucking bigger than a car battery.
Brendan Schaub used to train with him, and he says that first of all, he's never been punched harder, and has never wrestled with anybody stronger than Shane Carwin. Just freakish monkey strength. Huge cock also, by the way, Brendan Schaub says.
Oh,
Shane Carwin is packing a heater.
not a Peter. He got a heater.
Which, I don't know. I don't know why. How did we get here?
Because he had a big dick.
So I think we got to talk about a little bit about this, the twins
Oh, shit.
thing.
Oh, shit, yeah.
Pretty hardcore. I know we're gonna save,
Yeah.
just,
Some of this, yeah.
but
Fuck.
there's these guys we went to high school with that were a year younger than us, two twins, and they got into some alleged
Black market shits.
yes, we're gonna go with that. Anyways, they're wanted by U.S. Marshals and on some charges.
Well, and that's what they said is that like they are believed to be armed and dangerous.
Yeah.
And that's what it said, but it's like I mean, I don't think that these guys should be shot at like when they get ran up on.
They were both, not. I guess Matt was kind of a violent dude for a while there. He went to jail for he got a measure 11 on him. Went to prison, I think. But so they were arrested with, I forget the exact amounts, but a whole bunch of heroin, assault rifles. Scoot the chairs squeaking on the bookshelf. There you go.
There we go.
Might move your mic just a
Oh,
smidge.
go a little bit further away now.
Yeah.
All right.
Dial it in. But these guys were, they were arrested with assault rifles and a large amount of heroin and weed.
They got caught.
Yeah.
I didn't know they got
No,
arrested.
not recently.
Oh,
But this
okay,
is
okay.
They are now wanted by the U.S. Marshals because they didn't show up to a court date
For that.
And
God.
yeah, I guess
People just want to run.
Yeah, those are guys that kind of lived outside the law for the last 12 years or so, or 10 years,
They
I would say.
definitely lived outside of the law.
And off the grid, motherfucker. But it's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy that there's a national search by U.S. Marshals for two kids that we went to high school with.
Yeah, well, that is just funny.
That we knew
because
pretty well.
We knew them.
Yeah.
I didn't know them so much, but
I've known them since I was in at least like middle school.
I mean, they were popular. They were some of the popular kids in high school.
Yeah, they wrestled. They were both good wrestlers, and
well, I guess
that was it. They were good wrestlers. They didn't really.
I wasn't a popular kid, but
Matt. Matt played football with me for the Roseburg Native Americans. Throwback.
the Roseburg natives. That's what they.
The Roseburg Warriors. I don't think they can do that one either.
Nope, they won't let us. Maybe if we could have figured out how to.
But yeah, it's
Call
just
them
it's
nice
just
names.
kind of crazy, and well, I guess that's really all of the story that there is.
It's just it's somebody that we happen to know on like you said on a really like on the country for the a country-sized scale. You know?
yeah, it's
You know,
bizarre.
like
a countrywide manhunt.
The feds.
Yeah. But yeah, so if you see them, don't say shit.
Yeah.
Don't be a fucking snitch.
Don't be a snitch. Let them.
I can't see either one of them hurting somebody. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, it's
maybe
just-
armed, but
Armed is one
super
thing.
dangerous.
Armed and dangerous is one.
But then again, I haven't talked to them either
Yeah.
one for years, and
You know, they could be
Things
just
could
popping
be
people left and right.
different now, yeah.
and we're talking like, hey, you guys are.
they're digging up the
completely
bodies
fine.
in the backyard right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, that it's pretty nuts. Pretty nuts for it to get,
yeah.
get to that level. And I didn't know they were still in it, until I read this in the news, and
Well, it's
people
just-
started sharing it on Facebook. And
You sort of assume. Well, you don't assume is when you get out of that whole lifestyle that like everyone else is sort of doing the same thing you are, like they're getting out too, and it's not the case.
Yeah.
It's not the. It's weird because you turn around and you tell people like, oh no, I'm doing good, and they're, oh me too, and
Yeah,
you
yeah.
hear that, and then it's like, okay, fuck yeah, we're all doing good. Like
Nice,
that's
yeah, I'm
great.
so proud of
And then
everybody.
you go look in the on the police arrests, and they got arrested the week before.
yeah, or
They've
you
been in jail 2 times in the last 4 months.
see somebody standing in line at Walmart.
Yeah.
Oh, you are not doing good.
Oh,
You're not doing as good as your Facebook suggests you are. Yeah, it's just fucking weird. And there were always, God, I'm gonna have to think on it for a while to think of stories and stuff
Yeah.
like that, because I know that
Yeah.
there's some there.
There's a whole series of podcasts there.
Yes, there is, coming soon to nobody.
Nobody.
So we heard about this Akon thing.
The solar panels.
Yeah.
Well, I heard about that, and I heard Chris Brown say something about it, so immediately fucking just turned my back to it and didn't give a fuck. Chris Brown was calling fucking or Caitlyn Jenner a freak show, pretty much, and saying
Science
that
project.
We got the science project, and it was just like Chris Brown's a piece of shit, and the same, and
Yeah.
and it's just like.
He probably couldn't. She's like, can't wait till she gets that dick chopped off so I can beat the shit out of her.
People,
Caitlyn Jenner would fuck Chris Brown up, I think.
God, you would. Yeah. That's what I said about. Yeah, I lost it. It's gone. I did it
He
again.
said she was a freak show, and
Yeah, but I completely forgot what I was going to say after that.
something about Akon, and
Oh, that's what it's the how people, and I put it on Facebook yesterday. Is people tend to compare apples and oranges all the time. They don't. If they're mad about Caitlyn Jenner, they're comparing it to something that really doesn't even.
the guy with one leg.
Yeah, it doesn't mix. I mean, the only thing that is comparable there, they were in the running for an award, and that's it. Other than that, like there's a difference. There's a different type of bravery she's doing. Bravery and courage she's using. It's different than the ones that these guys, the heroes that we say, these war veterans are.
Yeah.
And that's saying and people, and I'm not trying to be negative Nancy here about it, but not all these veterans are great people either, and they weren't, they weren't necessarily people that were fighting for the country like some of them were.
Yeah, there's sociopaths that
Yeah.
just do it just because it's a license to
Just because you're a veteran doesn't make you you get a pass.
Automatic.
You don't get a pass.
Yeah.
But
General Petraeus is a veteran.
in
He didn't get a pass.
well, that's what I mean. Chris Brown comparing that to the Akon deal. It's just
and he's not the only one, but that's funny to
fucking retarded.
It's funny to see that those people that I did see going, rah, 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 he lost a leg and now he does CrossFit. He defended our freedom. I am so goddamn sick of he defended our freedom.
Yes, that is a
Full respect for somebody that does that as a job and goes over there and I cannot even imagine how terrifying that situation would be and how fucked up it is.
Yeah, how much
we have
you
no
change
idea.
and we understand that, and
Yeah.
we're not trying to take away from that.
I have complete respect and sympathy for anybody that's gone through that and not, of course, abused things.
Yeah.
Like we
We
know,
have a great-
you see how many cops abuse their power in plain sight of all America. Can imagine those same cops serving in the military with no cameras on them constantly.
Well,
you know?
and that's what I feel like I have heard or been told from people that, like, yeah, we get away with a little bit more. We do things that aren't necessary, but it's in the moment. It's in the heat of the moment.
Geneva Convention.
It's in the heat of the moment. Like, so there's just like they're just doing it because they feel it's right. So, and they're being honest about saying, hey, I might have did something that was fucked up.
Heat of the moment. Do you like talking over backing music? I kind of dig it.
I really would like to get Rick rolled while I was talking.
God damn it! It's a good idea. I wish I would.
Yeah.
I
Start
wrote
Rick
down the
rolling
other day.
people on this and singing it.
I wrote down the other day that life is just a series of awesome ideas that I wish I'd thought of. Because there's so many times where I say, "Oh my god, man, I wish I would have come up with that."
Yeah, when it tops that upper level of great idea-ness.
Well, it sucks because you're like, not only did I not think about it, but now that's off limits.
Yeah, I can't
Nobody
be a
can do that
copycat.
anymore. Nobody but Carlos Mencia and Task One can do that anymore.
They're completely okay with it though.
Yeah, I'm just so sorry that I caused you guys to stoop to this level
I can't
of
believe-
insulting me for stealing shit.
Damn, I forgive you.
That would have been the final straw.
Oh God,
Somebody would have hunted him
there'd
down.
been a lynch mob.
I forgive y'all for y'all behavior. I don't even know
In
why.
that
He didn't
video-
talk like that at all. I don't know why I made him talk like that. Such an asshole.
'Cause that's how.
Because I got like 4 go-to fucking
He's shady.
voices I can do, and
Me
and
too.
that,
I have
you know.
maybe one.
Everybody,
what you want to do today?
hey, I thought we'd cut up some small people.
How small are they?
They're smaller than how
that they're cut up. Okay, sorry, I'm going back, guys.
So Akon brought. What is Senegalese? Is that what he's?
I have
Senegalese.
The Senegal.
Senegal. Yeah, I guess there's like a space there, so I don't understand. There must have been a typo.
Hey, I've heard Senegal
Senegalese.
before.
Well,
Okay,
he's Senegalese.
Yes.
American singer,
From
Akon.
Senegal.
He started a thing called Akon Lighting Africa Initiative.
Because
Aiming-
America doesn't need that
Yeah.
shit.
He's helping out where he's from.
Yeah, he is from. I forgot he's from Africa.
Senegal's in Africa, right?
It is across the ocean.
Can I tell you something that I thought about the other day?
Yeah. Go ahead.
We had a teacher in 9th grade. He was a geography teacher called Mr. Seghetti.
Spaghetti, huh?
Yeah, I wonder if you can you guess what ethnicity he was?
I'm
He was a Jerry curled greaseball.
He's a Jerry curled greaseball from
The boot.
right. Yeah, the boot. Not Louisiana. Fucking Italy.
The other, not the shoe, the boot.
The boot.
Not the sock. Not the shit kicker. Jesus. Okay, stop right now. God. Just, you could stop with one fucking reference. I don't. Why continue? It's just gonna get less and less funny.
Roll off the tongue.
We had a geography teacher called Mr. Seghetti back in the day, 9th grade, and not only we had zero respect for the guy, just because we were asshole 9th graders, really, and we called him Mr. Spaghetti. Which
Was he nice? Was he a nice teacher?
Well, we'll get to it.
okay.
Yeah, which you don't really. We did it because his name sounded like spaghetti. We just added the P. I didn't realize until like literally just now, like how like kind of racist though. Like
Mr. Spaghetti?
Mr. Spaghetti, you fucking wappa.
You fucking
Yeah.
wap dago
Yeah.
fucking grease ball.
He's Italian. He can do that, people.
yeah.
Yeah. So he but he would get pissed at it. This is the class.
funny
This is the
shit.
class where Quaid Juarez would would draw swastikas
Oh,
on
fuck.
papers and then crumple them up and then throw them at the back of Moni's head.
Oh my God! And did Moni know it was?
Yeah, it was all in
yeah.
fun, but it was just
Yeah.
like because we've always just been super racist to our Mexican friend because it's funny, not because we have anything. He's our best, he's our best friend. Like
It was like the kids up in Oakland. The only black kid that was up there, they called him something that people down here in Roseburg wouldn't have called him because it was
Some
funny
would.
to them.
Yeah.
It was funny to them.
yeah,
Inward
and,
Jim. Yeah, that was. I
whose
think
bit was that? Somebody's bit was talking about how what's his name? Mark Twain would.
Yeah.
He said some hypocrite. Oh, it was Louis.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'm not gonna go
Yeah.
into
It was funny.
somebody's bit was funny. Louis C.K. at the Comedy Store. What were we talking about again? God, we just fucking went on a goddamn tangent. Akon.
Swastikas.
Oh, Mr. Spaghetti. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm sorry. God damn. We were on one. Mr. Spaghetti, we called him, and he would like that. This is the class that we're in. We're throwing papers at each other whenever he turns his Jerry curl towards us, and he had some curly, greasy hair.
Sounds like what we always thought of Fremont from Joe Lane. Just having a good time.
Just the stoners. These are the druggies in Fremont. Yeah, and but this one of all classes, it was the last class of the day. And so everybody's hot and antsy, ready to fucking get out. Hormones blazing wild.
Yeah.
And we just weren't good kids. But he got pissed at us one time. And I don't remember if it was Anthony or Ramon. And we were all smart asses to the teachers and stuff. But he told one of them because they were just like, "This is boring. Fucking, you're showing us where blah 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 is." And he's all fine. He's all if you want to go work at your job flipping burgers and you don't want to have any depth to your personality, and it just got me kind of like, not only did you just say that this kid's bound to be flipping burgers, I mean, it wasn't too far off, but, that geography is gonna be what adds depth to his personality, and that I checked out at that. I was like, fuck you, dude. And now I don't know where the Middle East is. so he was like,
"That's where I checked out."
I don't know where anything is. I swear to God, like Senegal, I have no idea. I know where Niger is.
Niger, yeah.
I know
where Madagascar is.
I know where South Africa is.
We watched those movies.
That was pretty obvious, yeah. And
oh fuck,
Madagascar. It's an island somewhere.
That's funny because the only time I remember taking geography, we called our teacher. He was Mr. Bates, and we called him that.
Shit.
He was Master Bates all day. Hey, Master Bates, and you just, what'd you call him, Mr. Bates?
So yeah, long story, even longer.
Yeah.
I don't know where stuff is. I have no idea. I know I got the Mediterranean Sea, right? That's where Italy's at, and I know Italy's there because it's the fucking
Greece.
boot, and there's the one place that meets with the other place. I think Egypt is close by.
Egypt and Saudi Arabia.
But it all
there.
it doesn't.
Saudi Arabia and Africa or Europe? I'm gonna say Africa.
I got insulted by the geography teacher, and I checked out. But anyways, so. Back to Akon. He started an initiative to bring electricity to 600 million Africans who lack electricity, and it's a solar power project.
Right on, Akon.
Which dude's come a long way from body slamming fans off of stages and shit.
That was the great. And I loved how he was so nice to the guy before he picked him up and threw him off the stage.
Threw him 9 feet.
Yes, and then dry humped the fuck out of a 15-year-old girl.
He body slammed 2 people.
Okay.
And I'm sure he didn't just dry hump one. But yeah, so it was a kind of a feel good thing, which Akon lighting Africa. Africa has 320 days of sunshine a year. The organization said in a statement. So harnessing solar energy That's like the exact opposite of this amount of sunshine we get.
Yeah.
Us depressed Northwesterners.
Solar panels.
That's why the fuckers are so happy. That's why they live in mud huts and they always are smiling with their titties hanging out.
Yeah,
And they got
the
fucking
sun.
320 days of sun a year.
And they like it. You know, they don't care about it. It's not hot
why are
to
you
them.
smiling? Do you know that you don't have fucking Hulu?
Summer
Do you know you can't get Netflix out? What are you doing?
Summer comes along over here and we're like, fuck, it's going to be the hottest summer ever. It's going to be the hottest fucking summer ever. So we're not ready for it ever.
Why are you smiling? I have air conditioning. Like, fuck you. But it's, they get all that vitamin D.
Yeah, but look at that blank look on your face. Like, you have nothing. All those Netflix have fucked up your head.
Yeah, you know where fucking Senegal is on a map because you live next door to it. But
they're from there.
But I have fucking...
I
have
actually heard...
HBOGo.com. What? And I can't get a smile.
I can watch documentaries about where you live still, and I still not know where you're from.
While I pay somebody to bring me food to my door, all I have to walk is 15 feet, and they bring me shit that they made.
Yeah, like bread bowls. You can do it.
Full of pasta. Do you even know what pasta is? Why are you smiling?
Stop it!
Okay.
My head just popped. Oh, but back to the solar panels. Apparently, the Earth doesn't. They're better made to be put outside of our atmosphere to get the sunshine. I guess they
makes sense because we, they get that. Solar panels don't get skin cancer, don't get melanoma.
We can just put them up there and just face them toward the sun.
That'd be funny if it turned them into a giant magnifying glass and it just started burning holes in our atmosphere.
That's exactly is the fear.
Guess who's a scientist? Guess who didn't even read that at all?
But that was actually from some sci-fi shit I was looking at, and it was having solar panel sphere made outside of Mars. And it will go all the way around, and it will collect all of the sun. And then they go, we might just roast all the planets on the inside of that.
What show was this on? The Portals to Babylonia or something? Deep Space Portals?
Oh, baloney.
70% of Africans are under 35, and creating sustainable jobs is vital. Wow.
35, age under 35 is
70
because... How long do they live?
Well,
that's what I want.
We will look that up.
Poor diseased
AIDS
ridden peeps.
Oh, really? Was that the end of the fucking story?
Ebola? Jesus, Ebola freaking killed so many of them.
Oh,
I love it. I love
a bread bowl.
A bread bowl of pasta.
The group announced to launch the academy at the second United Nations Sustainable Energy for All Forum in New York. What the fuck? Sustainable Energy for All Forum in New York, which
for all forum? Like how many of them?
For all forum. For all forum.
We're all forum.
Let's see. How do you look up? What's the words I need to look up? Lifespan, life expectancy
in Africa.
Expectancy. We are towing the line again today, folks.
This is actually sort of educational information.
We're trying to learn some shit.
Remember how we were just talking
I'm
about
going to get on a map right now and find out.
Checked out of our geography classes.
Oh, here we go. List of countries' life expectancy.
Those country. Oh, okay. That makes sense. I'm sure from country to country in Africa it's different. Niger.
Okay. Who do you think the longest expectancy of life is?
I am going to say Holland.
Not in the top 10.
Holland isn't?
No.
Huh.
Males 80, females 87.
That's Holland?
Japan.
I was
1.
going... Are you kidding? I jumped away from it because I just was like, that's too cliche.
Little known fact, Mr. Miyagi was 137.
Oh, yeah, huh?
Yeah. No, I made that.
I thought so. I'm completely amazed.
So the average is 84 for Japan. Andorra. Thanks, Mr. Spaghetti. I don't know where Andorra is, but I do know that they have a life expectancy of 83.
We should go check out Andorra one day.
Yeah. Fuck some old people. What? Is that?
We could.
What's wrong with
You know, we might kill him,
fucking
but
wrong?
we could cut holes in
This
their
one is
stomachs and-
surprising.
I mean,
Tied for number 2 with 83 years.
Germany?
Nope.
Oh. Canada.
No.
Mexico. Are we there? We fall in the top 10?
In fact, no, we do not. Well, it's a bunch of tied for.
Oh, okay.
Like there's 6 of them that are tied for second. Australia tied for second in life expectancy.
With
83.
all those dangerous, wild,
Snakes
poisonous
and
animals.
stuff. Yeah, the outback.
I have always said if I was to get kicked out
And
of
shacks. A fucking.
if I get kicked out of this fucking country, I'm going to Australia. Because that's where all the fucking
Have you ever?
rejects go.
What was that goddamn Australian movie? It was like a old Wild West movie, but it was in Australia, and everybody was just dirty and had flies on them all over the place.
It
And
wasn't Crocodile Dundee.
no,
Yeah.
no, that wasn't the movie.
The Aborigines.
I
Was
watched-
it about the Aborigines?
Yeah,
The
not
outback
so
people?
much. It was like a Wild West like cowboy like that.
Huh.
There's some Aborigines in
I
it,
wanna
but
see it.
I think that's just because they're there. Switzerland at 81.
Poor Aborigines.
Oh, Australia's 81.
Those fucking Aborigines.
Switzerland.
Or, I mean, the
No, 83.
fucking missionaries going and try to change those
my
Aborigines. Fucking mean peoples,
Those
man.
Indians.
They'd
Those
kidnap 'em.
Australian Indians.
Yeah.
Italy, 83.
I have good
Got the strong bloodline.
genes. I got good genes.
Singapore.
They
have poor in their
falsifying-
name.
They're falsifying their numbers. I thought Singapore was a city.
No, he's still alive. Look, he's watching TV right now. He hasn't moved in 6 years. Monaco, France, tied for number 8 with 82.
Monaco's a pretty rich country.
Monaco, France, Spain, Iceland, Canada, Cyprus.
Hill?
No.
No.
Wow, man, I didn't know Be Real was that old.
Cyprus.
Israel, which that might be going down here fairly soon, depending on what the Muslims do. Luxembourg. Don't know where that's at. Thanks again.
So if life expectancy is 80 something,
82, New Zealand.
that means you live to 82 in New Zealand, your average.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's
People
pretty
are
nuts.
living a long time.
Sweden, 82. Korea, the Republic of Korea, tied for number 19th with 81.
Do you remember when we were in school and blacks' life expectancies were less than white people's life expectancies? Did you ever see that statistic?
Yeah.
It was it was a lot different
Sickle cell.
or something.
Wow.
I think they were using statistics from the 1960s.
There's a good chance.
Because life expectancies for black people was like 59.
Yeah, let's
You
not
know.
let's not put a whole lot of stock in high school books.
Yeah.
'cause they paint us white people out to be pretty sweet, and not
Yeah,
really sure.
we're-
So the Asians seems to
They
live a long time. You think that all that time they had, they'd learn to drive better.
they're just not good drivers on when they have to drive on the other side of the road. It fucks things up for them. Could you imagine driving on the right lane? I mean the left lane.
The fucking Irish live till they're 81.
They don't, and they.
Go down to the
So
pub.
there you go.
have a few
Alcohol
drinks.
out. You can live forever.
Maltese. I know it's a dog, maybe, or something.
I wonder. I bet that's where they're from.
Netherlands. There's
The
Holland.
Dutch.
United Kingdom, the UK.
What's Dutch?
Bad teeth, great life expectancy.
We fall short.
Austria. Schwarzenegger.
So all that middle area over there in Europe.
Germany, Greece, Belgium, Chile. Chile, really?
Chile's the first one that really, besides Australia and New Zealand,
Those
that
are
point out, pop
surprising
out.
with all of the. Oh shit! With all of the murders that, like,
have
I
happened.
think it seems like Brazil and places like South America are the ones where you've got the serial killers that are up in the 400s. Like those guys put up some numbers.
I think Chile gets they're such a weird country. You know, it's that I don't think there's a lot of like cities.
Somebody should give them a blanket.
Yeah, or a bowl of chili. Warm them up.
Somebody should give them a blanket or some cornbread.
Cornbread, the chili.
Oh, I'm sorry for the creepy laugh. My nose is completely stuffed up. Chile, Slovenia, Denmark, Lebanon. I can't believe we're already 45 minutes into this thing.
And I'm not dripping with sweat
No,
yet.
it's about time for a break to get this thing ice boxed up again. But
Cool it up. Cool it up.
Age 79, Colombia. That's another one where the serial killers
These
put up
are
astrological numbers.
all
Astronomical.
places.
Astrological. Fucking-
These are all places ahead of us.
Yeah.
U.S.
Oh, we're getting there. Okay. Denmark, 80. Lebanon, 80. Now tied for 34th, which there's big jumps because a lot of people are at the same number.
roof. We're 34th.
Okay, we got Colombia, Nauru, Costa Rica, Cuba,
Cuba.
Qatar, and coming in
Qatar.
at age 79, tied for 34th place on the life expectancy list, United States of America.
Best country in the world.
America.
We live in the best country in this fucking United States of the world.
United States of the world. That's
That's
unfortunately a little more
fucking
true than we want to.
Planet America.
Remember how when we were a little bit younger and we were always like, man, I want to go somewhere that's not Americanized. You know, I want to get just somewhere that has nothing, no McDonald's within fucking 500 miles. Which I think you're talking about wherever Akon's from.
Yeah, exactly. And it's saying like if we go to Fiji, per se, we go to Fiji and it's probably pretty Americanized. You know,
there's a lot of people that surprise me because Ari's podcast, they've been talking about traveling a lot lately, and he's talking about, I just wanted to immerse myself.
I want to get
in the cuisine and everything, you know, and he's like after like 4 days of it, you're just like, I'm going to McDonald's. So it's like, okay, there's a McDonald's in Thailand or whatever.
You can force yourself to stay away for only so long.
Yeah, I need it. Let's see if there's any more surprises on here.
The King of Burgers.
It's just a bunch of the Maldives, whatever the fuck that is.
The King of Burgers. I don't know. Stop. I had to go different this week. Last week I was a little bit off. This week I'm just
a little bit off.
A little bit
just
off.
The other way.
Off.
The other side of the fucking roof.
I'll be centered next week.
Honduras at 74, Jamaica at 7, Brazil 74. They're
What's the lowest?
We're gonna go right there. Oh my god, it gets low, son.
I bet those are third world countries.
Okay, so
depressed.
Lowest at 194th place, Sierra Leone. 46 years of age.
I just got depressed by hearing that. Remember the movie and the Diamonds Are Forever?
No.
What?
What is that?
Sierra Leone. That's where the diamonds in Africa. That's where and they were slaves.
Oh, Blood Diamond.
Blood diamonds.
Okay.
Yeah.
I never saw Blood Diamond.
And it had to do with that whole Sierra Leone, and that's why they fucking slaved their kids are fucking in.
I gotta tell you, a lot of African
naked
countries. A lot of African countries down here at the bottom of this list.
And it's funny. I mean, it's not funny. It's sort of ironic that Africa is where life is dying quicker because that's where it came.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
that's
cradle
where
of
the
civilization
fucking came from.
Do you know there's a place called Swaziland? There's a country called Swaziland. Life expectancy of 54. But I mean, look at all these African countries at the bottom.
It has to do with the diamonds.
Starting at like 55 years old and down. South Sudan, Nigeria, Somalia, Mozambique, Democratic Republic of the Congo, Central African Republic, Chad, Sierra Leone. You know what I mean? Like it's
fuck, man.
Uganda.
Chad. I have a buddy named Chad.
Zambia.
Zimbabwe.
Guinea, Zimbabwe, 58. Niger, 59. Congo, 59.
Fuck, that is compared to 48.
South Africa.
Was it 48 in Leone or 45?
46.
Okay. Yeah. I'd love to live 59 in Sierra Leone.
That's a rough 15. That's a rough 46 years.
You're seeing a lot of people die.
Yeah.
You're watching people die almost weekly, I'm sure, monthly at least.
That's
You're
pretty rough.
you're losing somebody you love every year, I'm sure.
Well, I hope we've sufficiently bummed everybody out because it's break time and
But we're trying to bum you guys out in the most funny way possible. So
and we're giving you some. If you were in that Mr. Spaghetti class with me, then we are hooking you up right now with a little bit of geographical information.
geographical.
Geographical information.
Geographical.
And if you want a little depth for your fucking personality, and you want a little afro sheen in your Jerry curl, that's just natural. Does that stuff come off you people naturally and just kind of make your hair look shiny? Or is that a
my hair is
product?
gone. I fall in on the Italian side that doesn't have the hair. That's gonna have the.
You're more of the, Don Corleone type than the.
Sopranos. The Soprano. What's his name?
Yeah, Tony.
Tony. Yeah.
Tony was bald.
He's not real, but yeah.
But he's still Italian and bald.
Al Capone.
And dead.
The Capone.
Whoa.
Those guys had no hair.
Felt like my microphone cut out for a second there. That was weird. Anyways, we're going to break. And obviously we don't know how to do that, so we're just going to go. And I feel like I got a couple of CaveCasts in with, trying to push my presidential candidate. So I feel like just to be fair, Marcus should at least get one more.
One more day.
So here he is
more.
with his his bid, not his bid, his guy, I guess.
Mike Huckabee will save the United States.
So here it is, folks. We'll be right back.
No, y'all love it. Hey, Jesus. It's me again. I was just checking in to let you know that the past 2 presidential terms have left us good God-fearing Americans in turmoil. We need a savior to repair the damage the Muslim dictator we call President Barack Hussein Obama has caused, and a strong man of faith to prevail against the witchcraft of Hillary Rodham Clinton. Is it a coincidence that Rodham rhymes with goddamned? I don't think so, and that's what will be if we allow the satanic practices of the Democratic Party to continue. So I've decided to send a name your way. Mike Huckabee. I'm praying you'll give this man the strength to overcome the liberal demons in our country and to purify our homeland's strong Christian/cult-like beliefs back to the days of burning people at the stake and stonings. Who knows? If Hillary Clinton's exposed during the process, you may be killing 2 birds with 1 stone. In Jesus' name, amen, and God bless America.
Und we are back with the CaveCast. Welcome.
Oh, that...
Yes.
God.
You got 2 voices. You got the high-pitched voice and a retard voice.
We don't.
Handicapped. You got a handicap.
Yeah.
You have an afflicted voice. Welcome back to the
Afflicted, I love
CaveCast.
that.
So, I don't even know what we're going to talk about, but this is pretty new, so I guess we better talk about this, which could lead us into some other stuff we were going to talk about.
It's like we do.
Get to the point already.
Yeah.
So this video surfaced that we just watched
Oh, God, yes.
on break, and I only saw a little clip, 20-second clip. Jesus. Ooh. Sorry. Excuse me. Only saw about a 20-second clip, and it was, the caption was kids at a pool party.
Pool party. Basically, teenagers, right?
So there's a teenage girl in a bikini just being manhandled, just being Ben Rothwelled by a cop. And
after she was sitting down.
she was on the ground.
She was sitting there.
And he grabbed her. And then she fought back, which here's the thing that I've noticed. I noticed it in this video. I've noticed it in the one we watched with the big black chick in the parking lot.
Yeah.
Recently, she was in a argument with somebody and then tried to walk away from the cops and they tossed her. But what they did when they got her to the ground, which is highly unnecessary, is they got her hands bent to her wrist You know,
I wish I
like
could.
her palm is touching. You know, like it's not.
they're
It's
wrenching-
unnecessary.
they're
I know
wrenching-
I know
they're
that's
wrenching
what they're
on them.
taught, but it's like, man, you have to fight back against that, or
It's
your
human.
body is going to get hurt. You
It's literally
have an
human nature
instinct to protect your body.
to fight back. It's human nature, and I know. I almost have to know for almost fact. I won't say it because I don't know it as fact. That there's some
You already
psychology.
said fact too many times. Now it has to be.
There's
fucking
some
fact.
psychology that goes into that says people fight back. Do this.
Yeah.
You'll save your ass.
Yeah.
You know, it's like they'll fight back because they're trying to protect themselves.
Yeah.
But these people are higher than above the law,
Yeah.
so they get away with it.
Now I think about it. I got arrested. Cops weren't rough with me. I was
No.
I was calm. You know, I didn't flip out like my friends did.
They
but
yeah.
but I wasn't mishandled or anything. The guy, you know, I was trying to make jokes with the guy, and he was threatening me with worse, you know, jail all weekend and stuff like that when I was just because I was making jokes. But by the end of it, I had him laughing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, so it wasn't like he told me to stop making jokes or it was going to get worse for me. I didn't stop making jokes. Didn't get worse for me. It's not, you know, everybody handled. I wasn't wrongly, you know. It was nothing. There wasn't a problem. It was a thing that didn't get out of hand. Nobody, you know.
Yeah.
Which was partly my calmness. And
Yeah. Your
and-
office, you got a different. In
Yeah.
the officer, you got you too. On top of that, was your officer aggressive when he first got?
Not
you?
at all.
See, that's that. When I got arrested, my officer was aggressive immediately, and it didn't get to a point where
Yeah.
because I complied, you know, I listened. But he, you know, when he said, "I need you to step out of your car," and when they drop their hand to their gun,
your heart rate goes up.
it's scary
Yeah.
because it's like, why are you doing that? Why did it get that way so fast?
Yeah.
And so I was like, and I asked, I was like, can I ask why I'm being, you know, that pissed him off even more. That I asked, why am I being asked? Why do I have to get the fuck out of my car?
Yeah.
And then that's when he got serious. When I heard him get serious.
Now that's a guy that's gonna take it from 0
and,
to 100.
And I opened my door and I put my hands behind my back and I got up against the car and let him handcuff me.
Yeah.
Because I just fucking I knew it, but
Yeah.
but that was me alleviating that situation,
Right.
You know, like whereas the people that we've, you know, they fucking panic.
Yeah.
Like it's a panic.
And this, I legitly think that this is part of the reason why.
This is ridiculous. Yeah,
A police officer in Fort Worth area was suspended after a video surfaced that shows him cursing at and shoving teenagers at a pool. I saw him punch somebody, a girl. So what happens is, well, actually, we'll play the video here in
the one we watched, right?
That was a short version.
Okay, yeah. Well, he flung her over, put her on her stomach, and pushed her head into the ground. Fucking, and you know,
What the fuck am I watching right now?
a punch push.
No, I just watched a cop fall and do a somersault. Okay, I'm gonna have to find it on YouTube real quick.
Oh shit!
Go ahead.
I don't
Help me
know.
out here.
The video the clip from that video we just saw was. I just said this. I just reverted. No.
Okay, I got it.
I'll
save you. I'll save you.
You knocked me off my game.
He just almost had it back. He was
Yeah.
almost centered. Then I gave him some responsibility.
God.
Okay, so
what happened. I
here's the cool
panicked.
party. Watch the first scene of this fucking video. Come on, motherfucker.
This is a fucking fiasco.
Watch this cop. Whoops!
What the fuck? Look at these fuckers.
Are you kidding me? It's
Look
like
at this neighborhood too.
nice neighborhood.
Fuck, there's a bike rack.
I don't know.
There's literally a bike rack there, cemented into the ground.
So
like that's a nice neighborhood.
So this cop comes
That's
running.
pretty fucking funny.
He's chasing after somebody. It's not gonna
Here he
work.
comes. Oh, did he get?
What is down?
There's a root there.
Okay, so this cop's running. There's a perfectly good sidewalk right next to
Same
him.
video.
And he trips over a root and does a pretty impressive combat roll, I would say. He came right back up on his feet.
Yeah, but come on, man, lift your feet when you're running. Like,
It's those tight cop pants.
well, and look, I want to see how close he is to his gun. Where is he ready to grab it? Like, that's the one. I don't think
watch it
so.
again.
No, his arms are pumping,
He's pumping.
and he trips
Move!
over the root.
Boom.
He has his
He's got
walkie-talkie.
a baton.
Uh-oh.
His walkie-talkie or a baton. I'm
Yeah,
assuming.
I love
So
the guy behind him. He's
He's
probably.
obviously on his way somewhere. He's
hope-
hauling ass.
I would hope I didn't look like that when I ran.
Let's skip ahead a little ways here.
Wow.
There's a lot of cops there, right?
It's about to get ham in this motherfucker.
It's. I've been looking for a time to throw in ham. I love that. Okay,
Oh,
so
no.
what we're seeing here, I skipped it ahead a little bit.
I was about to see this girl it looks like she's trying to get away. She's
Shh.
the one that was on the ground, I
A
think.
lot of black teenager kids is what we're seeing.
Yes, and
Now we've got a kid sitting on his ass, being handcuffed by a cop. And
complying.
and a girl in a bikini. He
She's
is
like,
complying.
She's like,
yes.
I'm the fuck out of here. Not in that voice, but
Do we need to find out
It's
how
a
old she
birthday
is before
party.
I comment on her ass?
it was fully adult looking.
She had one, yeah.
Yeah. I love this. That dude's like, it's a birthday party. Come on. Just let him fuck. I bet they were being rambunctious kids, you know? I haven't seen anything.
Okay, we'll skip it forward to where I
Let's
know
see,
some action happens.
I haven't seen anything yet that I would say is out of the ordinary or shouldn't be happening.
So there's a bunch of kids that are. There's two that are handcuffed. There's a bunch that are. There's one laying on the sidewalk, which I imagine he was told to lay there. I'm gonna go ahead and guess, right?
Yeah, not probably saying, no, you're laying right here. You don't get to lay on the soft grass.
And these guys sitting over here.
They probably said, he's listening. They're like, fuck
So
this.
there's a cop points out somebody.
I love.
Okay, so what we have
Here
the
we
same
go. You
girl,
can see in the background.
same girl that
That
walked
walked-
away when she was right here when the guy was getting handcuffed.
God damn
Cop
it.
pointed her out and went and got her.
There, throw her down. Threw her down.
Threw her down. Now she's fighting back.
Yeah.
Now she's fighting back.
No, she's.
Not fighting back. She's trying to protect her body.
Yes, because she is being flung around by her arm and hair, it looked like.
Okay, right here now.
Did he punch her?
This is it. It's coming up right here. So these two, their two friends, two other teenage girls come up because their friend is being manhandled by a grown
by
man.
a grown man. I love that the dude did come.
Okay.
And he's standing over her.
I'm
The
gonna
one
run.
dude is coming for like protect. Big dude. That guy's big.
I'm gonna run this back just a little bit. What's he doing? So this guy comes up. It kind of looks like he's trying to do the old end around and distract the cop.
I think he was coming in. He was gonna stop him.
Yeah.
He was gonna stop the cop, and the cop realized it and pulls out his fucking taser.
So he runs. The guy runs up. Cop looks up, sees a guy running up on him, pulls his gun.
And he's the one pointing every.
She's sitting on the ground.
She's sitting.
He pulls a gun on the guy. Guy runs away. He turns back to the girl, points at her, and yells.
Picked her up, flung her around.
Damn, man.
She was already down on the ground.
Picks her up from being completely compliant on the ground.
Has her by the wrist, forearm, slams her head into the ground on grass, not concrete. Still not okay. Does it again. Okay. Didn't need to do that.
I bet this guy's standing right here. This is the one that called the cops.
Yep. Because he is.
Got another angle coming out soon, folks. Somebody else filming in the crowd. He's got both knees on her. What the fuck, man? Teenage girl. Grown man. Both knees on her back. Full weight.
I'd be calling this fucker a piece of shit. I'd be like, you fucking scumfuck piece of fucking shit.
I do have to point in, he looks like one of your people.
Yeah, he does. He doesn't sound like one of us people.
His name hasn't been released yet, but when it does, I bet it ends in a vowel.
Oh, Everything I said good about the fat fuck goes away.
There's a girl, the friend in the back, saying he hit me to him in the face. That's the girl that he punched.
Yeah.
They rolled up trying to, be there for their friend, and he just socked her, which is all stuff that he's
gonna get away with it.
You shouldn't do, but you also should not have to immediately, for no reason, go, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and get on the ground and put my face on the sidewalk right here because you said so, even though I've done nothing wrong.
Yeah.
But stand here. He's yelling at people that are standing still. Hey, don't come over here. It's inciting. How is that not inciting? Like Tamir Rice, who's 12 years old and dead now and will never get another year older because he was playing with a toy gun in a way that kids play with toy guns, was inciting panic.
This is
when a cop points at a crowd of people that's not doing anything and goes, hey, you come over here and you're going to jail too.
Yeah.
Pulling his gun on children, which if he hadn't put himself in that situation, he wouldn't have had to pull his gun on anyone. He's roughing up a 16-year-old girl.
This dude right here with the white on and those nice Nikes. Those are nice Nikes.
Those are pretty sweet
Those
Nikes.
are some pretty sweet Nikes.
He looks like he's trying to calm the crowd down.
Okay.
He's trying to calm the crowd down.
He's trying to. He's like this guy's.
But he's also trying to check on the girl, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, just a knee right there. Wham. Everybody being 100% calm. Everybody but that girl that got her arm twisted out of the socket. You're going to jail if you don't knock it off.
He can't. Really, he can't. He has no. He has. Depending on what happened and what she did, he can't be doing this to her.
He says, you are going to jail if you don't knock it off. So he did all of that to her, threw her around, put her face in the ground like 2 or 3 times, punched her friend, pulled a gun on somebody.
Not over something to take
not
her to
over
jail.
A crime, a misdemeanor, nothing.
But this is us reporting. This is biased. We're biased about this.
Yeah, when we don't support the cops or something, get out of here. Move somewhere. Move to Canada.
Canada.
If you don't like the way it is.
Move to some third world country.
See
how it really is.
Do these people that say this kind of stuff not realize that this country was made by rebelling against something that we didn't like how it was?
Yep.
We didn't like how the overseers were treating us. So that's how this country came to be. And this lie of they hate us because they're jealous of our freedom is so far gone. It's so far beyond gone.
They come here. They know
this whole sense of freedom stuff.
I'm
We've
not
been fucking up from the beginning. It started with rebellion.
It's all but it's built on lies.
It started with a good reason, with
Yeah.
rebellion. What did we do right off the bat? Let's go float to another country and then bring back people and make them do stuff for free. And then and brutalize them and fucking rape them and
What's
and
that saying
make them-
about the indifference of man? About pure evil is
evil is the indifference of good men, or the ability of good men to do nothing, or something.
Yeah, it had to do with the indifference of good men, and that basically is once you have power, you're at your own will. You're your own moral values there. At that point, you're God in your life. The fathers of our Constitution were gods, basically. They were able to make the fucking rules.
Oh, Kynes just texted me. Just got back from camping.
Oh, right on.
I thought you didn't like me anymore, Kynes. I'm glad you texted me. I'll come on next week if you guys are doing one. Fuck yeah, we're doing one.
And you're coming on next
And
week.
You're here, buddy.
Or I'm coming on.
Jerry's open invitation is over. Can't rely
Yeah,
on him.
over, Jerry.
I love you, buddy, and I'm glad you love me. But I'll text him back later. No, I won't, because I'll forget. So we've seen enough of the video that we need. I think that's all the.
That prick cock needs to be beat with the tray stick.
So he's been suspended, which I do see. I'm
Good.
sure. it
I
was
see him
with
getting his
pay.
job back.
Yeah.
Look at those stripes on his arm. He has 2.
Anytime you confront a large group of people, it's a very dynamic situation, and tensions can rise quickly.
Yeah, especially the Men in Blues tensions. That guy wants to be in that situation. He loves it.
Police arrived on scene and handcuffed several party attendees, including some who were not participants in the fight. Oh, there was a fight. Broke up the party following a fight.
They didn't handcuff me when I got in a fight and they came.
A police official said multiple people in the vicinity of the pool did not have permission to be there and refused to leave or obey police commands. So that was the original story. I don't know if that it still holds up. You can't trust it anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's and
if you ever could, I guess. But
well, and here's the other side of this. The other side's argument that I have heard is comply. Comply. Like the whole
it's a slippery
Anthony
slope.
Cumia argument.
And what I would say to him is what I'd say to anybody, and is if you are fighting against a law guy, Anthony Cumia, that is trying to lessen the amount of bullets you can have in a magazine and what kind of guns you can have. Obviously, there's some laws in place that people don't agree with. Some people don't agree with the same ones that you do, or vice versa. But the thing about it is, if you constantly comply to what is being done to you by authority figures, I'm doing the air quotes with my fingers. If you constantly comply, then here's what I always say: is
it's led them to this power trip.
If you, say a dictator that's newly in power, which is what we basically are, is the way things are changing today.
Yeah,
we're borderline. Do you hear about Flint, Michigan? They're doing all kinds of military exercises and flying stealth helicopters over the place that people can hear and can't see, and flashbangs going off in Flint, Michigan. Anyways,
I love it.
But
getting close to Detroit's gonna go pop.
Chirac, Detroit, fucking St. Louis. But what you have is this. There's different levels of the same kind of thing, where. And I might have gone, if I've gone over this before, I'm sorry, but it's the same thing as at work. We get busy real quick, just like that. One day we're not busy, one day we are. And they say, we're working overtime now. They, by their own rules, have to tell me ahead of time, one day ahead of time. They can't come to me the day of and say, you're working overtime today.
Yeah.
They have to come to me the day before and say, tomorrow we're on overtime. perfectly fine.
Yeah.
Sometimes on Fridays, some shit will happen where we need to ship out some panels, and they say, you guys are working Saturday. And I say, no.
Because you can.
Because,
Right.
not because I'm lazy or not because I don't want to help the company get their stuff out on time, but because if I let them get away, which I've seen happen, it happened to before to people and to me, and if I let them get away with something
grow to
small
expect
like
it.
that, they will push farther and farther and farther. And if you start complying, there's the word, with everything that is being done to you by an authority figure, even if you think it's wrong, or maybe sometimes it really is wrong, but you don't say shit, you just do what you're told, that gets pushed further and further and further until you have people at the top, people way at the bottom,
Yep.
then the enforcers in the middle.
And with that, the people at the bottom are the will of the people, the fucking enforcers and the people at the top. You're expendable at that point because it's going to be a much bigger. I mean, there obviously are far less enforcers than civilians, so you just sort of put some. It's a new thought in my head right now about the middle class, the whole high class, middle class, low class,
Yeah.
and how the middle class will always be there because they're going to be the enforcers. They're one step below the high class. They're the fucking They're the basic. They're the what do you call the uncle back in slavery days. The Uncle Toms.
Oh, yeah.
You know, like that's what you would call.
It's like, why are you doing this? You're one of us.
Yeah, you should be one of us.
You
but you're-
make $30,000 a year, $40,000 a year. One of us. Why are these poor rednecks
they're
going? Yeah, Bush, fuck Obama.
Yes.
You're poor. You're the you're the
it's
people that
funny
Republicans care about the least because the Republicans are supposed to be rich.
Yeah.
Like you just have this ideal that they sell you of. Because that's what we're about, you know?
Freedom.
Believing in your stupid fucking old man in the sky.
I'm free, you know. I'm free to an extent. To further on what you said about complying and then them taking it a step further and them growing to expect that compliance, and then you amplify the effects to the point where you might not have saw it back when it was first happening, but now you see it, but you can't do shit about it because now there's law. We fucking voted on fucking laws that they tricked us into voting for, saying that this is what this is about.
Well, and there's a lot of them we didn't even vote for that they passed through Congress while everybody's asleep.
And they don't even announce it. Yeah,
like 1 o'clock Pacific time, 3 o'clock Eastern time, or 4 o'clock Eastern time AM. Everybody's asleep. You know, that's when these gun laws went through New York. That's when a lot of times that they get the Patriot Act renewed,
shit.
which, by the way, big win. I believe that the part of the Patriot Act expired and they didn't renew it, which is the part about NSA and CIA spying on people, basically. Yeah. So that's kind of cool, but also
because
I
they
don't know
could
a lot of
fucking
what I'm
listen
talking
to.
about.
They could have listened to right at that point. They could spy on any and everybody. Right, they could. And that was how that worked.
They probably have all those dirty pictures me and you sent to each other when we were living in opposite states.
No,
opposite states.
Well, I call it. I've called California. It's Oregon's Mexico, and we're California's Canada.
I thought Salem was Oregon's Mexico.
No. Well, in like a region, like we're Canada to California, and they're Mexico to us.
Yeah.
Like,
Portland is Oregon's Portland.
Yeah, it's the only Portland there is. I'm happy to say we have a Portland.
Yeah.
It's a Portland.
We've got that at least. Even though
and
they get
Eugene
eliminated in the first round of the playoffs and shit.
Yeah. Well, and we'll never see the players we love together again.
So the other one that we saw, which the full video came out, was that guy getting shot outside the convenience store by the cop with headphones on.
Yeah, that one.
I only say this stuff because I like to watch your shoulders droop and your spirit leak out of you.
Well, because I did that. I watched that video for the first time the other night.
Me too.
And it's sad. It's a real sad video because of how the cop fucking acts like a cop after he knows this kid's dead. He knows he's dead. Like it's like the kid should have pulled his hands out of his pocket. And I say kid, how he was younger. You know, he was a kid. He wasn't per se a teenager, but he was a young guy.
20-year-old
walking out of a fucking convenience store. Don't know what led to it, but he's walking off, and he's just like sort of like you can see he's acting like a fucking 20-year-old. You see him all the time walking down the street here with their fucking hoodie over their head, their fucking headphones in, fucking blah blah, blah. And he's telling him with a gun on him to pull his hands out of his pocket, and that's the thing is an action of pulling your hands out. How do you do it without looking like you're pulling something out? Huh?
Yeah. Well,
here's another. And then pop one is dead.
Here's another angle that I kind of saw.
Empty his clip.
Is I'm trying to put myself in. Dylan Taylor was his name. He's 20 years old.
Yeah.
So he's got the hands in the pockets, the headphones on. He takes a left, which they did report that he was a felon or something along those lines.
Yeah,
But he hangs a left, but doesn't look up.
Doesn't
look up and go, "Hey, what?" Oh, and then
or start pulling guns out.
He just comes out of the store and turns left. He's got obviously has headphones on.
Who knows how loud they're on?
Got his hands in his pockets. Cop starts walking after him.
Yelling at him.
For no reason.
Yelling
they weren't
at
called
him.
at them or anything like that. They weren't called on these guys.
No.
Starts yelling at him. Kid doesn't respond at all. So either he's ignoring him or he has headphones. Yeah. Turn my headphones up.
Yep.
And
lose your life.
So then he hears the guy, turns around, and here's my breakdown of what I see, what would have been going through my head to behave the way he did, which was he turns around, basically goes like, "What?" You know, like,
and boom.
Huh? And the cop yells at him, "Let me see your hands." Well, he lifts his shirt up like this.
He's trying to.
Which, in my eyes, that's saying, I have nothing.
I have nothing.
Look it. And he lifts his shirt up. As soon as he does, boom. And I don't remember how many shots it was. Maybe just the one.
I think it was one.
But he rolls him over and starts rummaging through his pockets. A 20-year-old kid that is covered in blood because he obviously hit an artery. And it's just
forceful and how forceful, you know. And there's I mean, like, I think he did say we need to get there was that said, I'm pretty sure, about having emergency. But yeah, there's a dude. But then it's like, don't try to fucking save his life.
Yeah.
You know, don't save his life. Do your fucking job. You know, do your job, you fucking piece of fucking shit.
Of protect.
God, it's ridiculous, and it makes me think worse of police officers and I know they're not all like that, but I don't hear enough of the good ones to make me think otherwise. And to say good cops, like I've argued this point before, the good cops wouldn't be working with these people. They wouldn't stand for these people. There is your average cop, and that's what we have.
Right back to
average cop with the pieces of shit, fucking brainwashed idiots.
Yeah, right.
Low IQ'd fucking losers.
Right back to the indifference of good men. Evil in the indifference of good men. Those are your good cops. The ones that don't say anything. They stand by and watch the stuff happen.
And those are the ones that we say good cops.
Well, and also the ones that look at the ones that do. The ones that do try to stand up, they
get beat,
piled upon by the entire, you know.
And if they're female, in which they tend to be female
department or whatever,
because I think that motherly nature of a female, you know, and the male officer just like fuck you.
And we talked last week about the guy the investigator, the internal investigator, which is supposed to be the watchdog of these. They're the overseer and make sure these guys with this, these low education guys with this authority that make sure that they're not fucking overdoing it. And then when you have that guy go to a firefighter's house and say, quit pursuing this corrupt cop, or else you're going to be fucked. You're going to lose your fucking job. You might go to jail. And it's like, what the hell is a fella to do? For every $1 million I make, another relative sues.
Ow!
Tell him, Jim. You know,
tell him.
I don't get it.
It's not. I think it just makes me realize that people don't try to wrap their heads around it because they don't want to. They don't want to wrap. They don't want to try to think about it. And that's what I saw the other day. Is it was a picture of the fucking all those dying. I don't know what they were called. They were some type of deer or something.
Yeah.
Like 120,000, maybe 112,000 or 120,000 of them died.
Yeah.
All in just from a disease. And she posted it on there. And someone below comments goes, "Why do you have to post such depressing stuff on Facebook?"
That's the person that just goes,
I
that's
like
bad.
happy
Oh,
things.
that's bad stuff. That's bad.
I like, and that's the exact word for. I like happy things, and it's like, yeah, me too. But I'm just trying to raise awareness.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah, I know, but I like happy things. That was the response after that, and it's just like,
well, if you are that person, then you probably believe in
it makes
invisible sky
yes.
gods, in which case you believe in the power of prayer. In which case, if you don't know about something. How can you have a positive thought about it, or as you cultists call it, a prayer? If you don't know about it, if awareness, you know,
yeah, you don't have.
If you really think your prayer is that strong, then you think you should try to fucking search out all of the atrocities of the world and maybe see if your God is gonna maybe do something about that instead of I hope tomorrow goes good at work and I hope Sally doesn't fucking steal my stapler again.
Don't steal my stapler.
I believe you have my stapler. Oh, okay, I'm going to burn the place down.
I'll move him into the fucking basement.
This is the last straw. Okay, I think that's enough for the day.
All right.
You know, I'd like to end everything on a happy note and everything.
Don't steal my stapler.
It got dark in the second half. But so don't share this with your friends that only like happy things, I guess.
Yeah, or share it with them to fuck their day up.
Yeah, seriously, share. If you're a fan, if you're listening this far in, you're probably hopefully a fan, or you're just doing me a favor.
Yeah.
But either way, if you laughed at all, fucking share this shit. Get it out there. It's growing astronomically slow.
If you laugh, if you laughed about the kid,
I got the right word out that time.
If you laughed about the kid getting shot, fuck you. And keep listening. We love you.
Keep listening. We'll be talking shit about you soon. But that's it. Still an open call. Anybody wants to be involved with this video for our new song, Like This, the new Rain Gods cut. The new Rain Gods soon to be hit single among my friends.
Going platinum? Or what do you call?
I used to call something
24. We're going.
I don't remember.
Fucking, we're going decade.
That's all.
Decade. I ended it shitty again.
You know, if we would have just stopped 5 minutes ago, when we just got done with a couple of good rants, you know, said good night. That's it, everybody. But no, we just got to keep going until the thing's dead. You know.
Fucking
until
the wheels fall off.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? That's how I drive vehicles. That's how I fucking.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I take mine to the.
See, I had to do something shitty also. Just to, that's all, folks. CaveCast episode 48. Share it with your friends. Tell them about it. This is how these things spread, is with the people that enjoy this, letting other people that might enjoy this check it out at least. So, if you guys are all sharing it with your friends and everybody hates it, I apologize for that, and you know, tell your friends that I'm sorry. You don't have to be sorry but you know, at least you stay loyal, and we love you for it. That's all. This is Head Automatica with
Bleeding Heart, baby.
Baby, is this love for real? Yeah, Head Automatica.
Yeah.
That's the second time Head Automatic has made it on here, and that should say something. I think Sage probably has made a couple appearances, and Blackout on White Night. Anyways, Head Automatica, share it with your friends. Cave Music Productions, Facebook, like that shit, love that shit, live that shit. Tell your
Like
moms
this.
we said. Tell your moms that we're gonna give them the week off, but we'll be back next week with lots of jizz.
All of it. I'm off. I don't have it. I don't have one. I have a dry penis.
I'm gonna edit all this out.
I have a dry penis.
Have a good week. We'll be back.
The